Hi, students. Very good afternoon. Welcome to Unacademy YouTube. How are you all guys doing? I hope everyone's doing fine, safe, and exactly fit the way I had left you guys last time. All right. So, welcome to the class, guys. Let me quickly see how many of you have joined. And I hope everything is going on fair, fine, and superb in your lives. Fantastic. So we've hi Priyanshu, hi beta, how you doing? Very good afternoon. I hope you're doing good, Priyanshu, and everybody else. It's been quite a long since I have come, and as we discussed that we would be doing the meeting life challenges. So, once again, I welcome you all on board, and I hope you are doing fantastic and phenomenal in whichever place you are. Of course, with such unprecedented times where situation is so tough and bad. Hi, Om, how you doing, beta? Welcome to the class. So good to see all of you after such a long time. I see that people are joining in. So let's just wait for everyone to quickly join in so that we can begin. Om, I hope you're doing good. Hello. Hi, Om. Welcome, beta, welcome. So, all of you, welcome to the class. My name is Professor Urmi. I'm your educator for CBSE class 11th and 12th, and I welcome you all on board. Of course, before we start the class, let me quickly take you through some amazing Unacademy features which have come brand new. The Ask It Out feature. So, what is new basically? You try to use this Ask It Out feature, and you will be able to find out that there are fantastic features which will uh, not just help you to perform your homeworks and do things and build stuff, but also give you an idea where you can get high quality video solutions in English, as well as Hindi. You can receive exact matches of the solutions. Not just this, you would be getting the exact assistance for your problems. Now please remember that you're going to follow the easiest steps for the same. Okay, now what are the steps basically, and how to ask the doubt and how to ask this feature? You basically click on Ask a Doubt feature, then you take a picture and choose it from your gallery. The next is you select a picture of your question, and then slowly and steadily move ahead and very easily make sure that you crop the highlighted version, because then it will become easier for the educator to understand what exactly is your question. Then you choose the subject of the question which it falls under. Then sit in tight, relax, just have some time off, and then you will get the answers very soon. Not just this, Unacademy brings to you a phenomenal subscription for the Plus platform. Now, before I tell you, let me just make it clear for you that there's no difference in the Plus and special classes, as we are giving everything to everybody. Okay, the only difference is that when you are joining a plus, it becomes easy for you that we give you the syllabus, the entire course curriculum, the PDF, you get to practice. All these things are there when you take up an Unacademy subscription pattern, and always go for a high end one, because it become it becomes good for you that you can automatically learn, and regular doubt clearing session and everything will help you to ace your final examination. So make sure that you enroll and you learn from the comfort of your homes in such times where every single thing is just so tough and difficult. So yes, we also bring you to the Unacademy subscription. As you can see in front of you, there are different subscription patterns and plans. So make sure that you choose to the best of your comfort and ability, and discuss with your parents and get on the board. Unacademy is iconic, also brings to you an assistance which gives you a one-on-one assistant on iconic subscription, where you learn directly from the educator on a one-on-one basis. Your educator will give all the updates to your parents. Your parents will be aware of your growth and development, and automatically this is going to help you, because we help you with the study planner benefits. All the benefits of plus has been included in the same. Now, before we move ahead, please remember the iconic also comes in a different subscription pattern. So make sure you go ahead, check it out, and remember all the plus features would be also present in the iconic. Now, before you know, you can use my referral code Urmi Live, which is given below, and you can also use Urmi 10, whichever is comfortable. Most of the students have been asking me which one do we use, so any one you can use. If you are getting it through YouTube, always make sure you use Urmi Live, which is already given below. Now, the new academic year, as you can see, this CBSE is offering for the first 1,000 subscribers and Creative Corner only for the 500 subscribers, and this is now extended, and the lifetime extension has gone to the access only for 500 subscribers. Now, lifetime means the duration only will be till the 23rd of May. So earlier it was not till here, now they have extended. So make sure that it is extended, and make sure that all these things are imperative when it comes to you getting on the board and taking a subscription and learning certain things. So please, please, please think wisely, plan your program, plan your schedules, make sure you do things, and make sure that you ace your examinations with us, and let's crack it. Please remember, you download the app from the Google Play and the App Store. It's going to be easy. Now, let's crack optional examinations. These are some amazing batches which are commencing, right? Commence from the 10th of May. As you can see, there are amazing batches from home science to informatics to psychology, physical education, Hindi, entrepreneurship. Not just this is also there for class 12th, as you may see. And these subjects are being taken by top educators, including me. Okay, we have amazing experiences, and you can see so many amazing people along with me on board. My colleagues, Ashish Channa sir, Lucky sir, Zaki sir. Okay, then we have Lavjeet ma'am, then we have Pallavi Bajaj ma'am. So these are phenomenal educators of Unacademy. And Unacademy makes sure that you just not have the compulsory subjects, but you can also have the optional subjects which are going to be helpful to you for a longer run. Now, these are some of the latest batches which are coming up and which have already commenced from the 3rd of May. So if you have not enrolled it, please make sure go back and check it out. There's still time. If you have missed out on anything, the educators will take care of it. Physics, chemistry, maths, English, bio. Then you have humanities, history, economics, pol science, English, socio and geography. Sociology is already, I am taking it in for class 11th, 10 p.m. in the night. For class 12th, I'm taking it at 8:30. So it's at Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My batches commences then. All the details along with the Telegram channel is given underneath. So make sure you join the batch and wait for it and enroll for the same. Now, there are some more batches for science. Please let your students know, your friends know, commerce, and all the amazing educators, guys. You know them all. You have Mang sir, Rajat sir, just the name Anita ma'am. We all know all of them, guys. They're fantastic, phenomenal educators. So make sure you get on the board and learn. Hi Kavya, how you doing, beta? Welcome to the class. So yeah, now we begin with our amazing session of meeting life challenges. Like I told you that today we would be doing this chapter, and I would be helping you out with the same. Kavya, I hope you're doing good. Where safe and sound, and everything is good with you and your family. Welcome to the class, beta. All right. Now, when we start about meeting life challenges, this chapter is very easy and one of my favorite chapters of psychology. I'll tell you the reason why. Because, first thing, this will help you understand with the basics of what we call nature, type, sources of stress, which we have in our day-to-day life. Now, we all know that it has been let me just change the pen color. Yeah, I think white helps. Now, when we speak about nature, types, and sources of stress is a factor which affects us on our day-to-day life, every day, not just one day. I think everyday phenomena that we all say that we are stressed. Yes, thank you, ma'am. How are you, ma'am? I'm doing good, Kavya. By God's grace, all fit and fine. So far, so good. Thank you, and once again, welcome to the class, beta. Now, natures and types of stressors. Now, when we speak about the nature and type of stress, always remember there are so many challenges which we keep facing in our day to life, right? From waking up in the morning, that oh, your mother says that what will I cook today? Oh, what should I make today? Yesterday only I made this. Today, what should I be doing? Challenges, problems, okay, difficult circumstances. All these things put us to stress. Now, handled, if it is handled properly, it can be treated. It increases the probabilities of one's survival. That means you still have chance to come back to your regular senses and do pretty well. But if it is not treated well, always remember, it's going to be fatal. It's like just going to be the electrical board. If you don't look at the loose wire, and if you start touch it, it will just give you a back current. And these kind of unpleasant effects and causes will make sure that your performance, your behavior, your attitude, everything in life deteriorates. And this is a very difficult thing to bear with, that your the way you look at things, the way you try to deal with them, that will deteriorate, and that will not help you to improve in life. And this is the reason, when we speak about stress, when we speak about how one's motivation may lead us to perform slowly and effectively, it is important to remember not all the stress is inherently bad or destructive. So every time when we speak about the term stress, we have to understand that not all stresses are bad. Not everything is good. Everything depends on the way we have stress. So read this carefully. When we speak that all stresses are not good, all stresses are not bad, it differs. Some are good stress, some are bad stress. Now, what are we saying when we speak about eustress? What exactly is called as eustress? It is the term which is describing the level of stress that is good for you. Now, imagine that you want to go to a party and you suddenly feel, oh, I don't have any clothes. What should I be wearing? I don't know what to wear. Now, this makes sure that, or this will make you realize that eustress causes, or eustress gives you a kind of feeling that it is not going to trouble you. It is not going to disturb your mental capacity or mental ability on something. These are all very loose kind of things which will be just okay. Sometimes exam stress, if very fatal, if you do overstress about something, then it goes wrong. But eustress is basically when these are just it might just help you to loosen on your stress factors, and this is not going to trouble you at all. So the stress can be described as the pattern of responses and organism which makes the stimulus event and describes or disturbs the equilibrium and exceeds a person's ability to cope. Of course, when we say exceeds a person's ability to cope up, when you're clueless about how things are happening, what is happening, how do you come over it, how do you manifest coming out of a difficult situation. Stress factors always help you to think, execute, plan, and then morally understand what is the problem where you are lacking and what is the issue which you need to overcome. So there are different natures of stress. Okay, word stress has its origin from the word strictus. Now, what does that mean? This basically means something that to tighten. Now, this is in order to make you understand that stress can be harmful. Stress can be about your feelings, about your emotions. It can be also about your breathing. Now, I'm sure most of you guys have felt that whenever you're stressed, usually your neck muscles are paining, you have a sore body ache, and all these things will be, it makes difficult for you to do something, to perform something. Hence, stress is often explained in terms of characteristics of the environment that are disruptive to the individual. So it can be external, it can be internal. Internal stressors can be your thoughts. Oh, what happened? Why is this happening? How will I overcome it? External can be maybe somebody's death, which is affecting you. External can be an accident which is troubling you, an injury which is going to cause problems to you. And all these things, for example, when we say day to day life stressors, please remember it is also about which is called as strain. And these are kind of external stressors which are called as strain. Now, strain is a tough thing because it will make sure that you're not able to focusing any you're not able to focus anywhere. You have a tough thing going on, and suddenly you feel that, okay, this is creating an issue to you. And hence the stress factors are important because you have to understand and how to manage it. Hi Shubham, how are you doing? Welcome to the class, beta. How are you, Shubham? Okay, I hope all of you are doing good. Chalo. Now let's move ahead. So Shubham, welcome once again. If you have missed anything, please make sure that you have a drill back and just check. Okay, now let's move ahead. Stress causes a lot of strain. It is going to make sure that you have a trouble either maybe in your day-to-day life, maybe sleeping, thinking, your thought process, cognition, all these things are involved. Now there's one very important thing which is associated with the effects. Stress has many different kind of effects. Now, what are the kind of effects which stress usually has, which can cause a lot of confusion? Okay. Now, Hans Sale, the father of modern stress research, basically says that stress is the non specific response of body to any demand. Of course, sometimes you feel that stress is happening due to your everyday activity. It can happen due to fatigue. Okay. What is fatigue? When you get tired, when you do not have enough rest. It can happen when you have no sleep or less sleep. And it can also happen when you have physically exerted yourself to such a level that you don't know what to be done, and stress has become associated with this, so that you can also say that regardless of anything, this can cause a threat. It can. Don't you think stress can cause a factor? Don't you think stress can cause a factor, guys? One second, I'm sorry. um, hmm, I think I lost the slide. 1 minute. Yeah, stress can cause a lot of factor of trouble when it comes about body, because it's involving your body pains, you have troubles, you have issues, and regardless of the cause of threat, individual will also respond with the same physiological pattern of reactions. And these are very important for you to understand that the cause of threat. So stress basically has different causes of threat. Now, any questions or any doubts still here, please feel free to ask. Okay. Now, next one, different stressors may produce somewhat different patterns of stress reaction, and different individuals may have different characteristics, modes of response. Of course, for some people, they know how to deal with their stress. Some people just don't know how to tackle, and stress can also differ from person to person and, moreover, situation to situation. Imagine the stress a person goes through as an opening batsman who is just going on the field, and he's the first one who would be doing the batting. So the amount of pressure he has, the amount of tension he has, which is built in order to perform, it is completely a performance stress. Okay. Hi Shrestha, how you doing? Welcome to the class, beta. How you doing, Shrestha? Long time. I'm doing good, Shrestha. Thank you so much. Hi Gauri, how you doing? Why you guys are not coming to the class since a long time, yeah? Finally, I could see you, Gauri, Shrestha. Why you guys not attending the class? Yeah, one class I cancelled, which I'm going to take it again, rescheduled class. But other than that, why you guys not coming? I'm good. Thank you, guys. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's move ahead. So there are different kind of stressors, and when I speak about the opening batsman, it is understood that it is a performance stress. It's a performance pressure, you can call it. It's a performance pressure where you have to go, you have to do the opening, you have to perform, you have to play. It creates a havoc. It can create trouble. It can create, a mental stress that what will happen, how will I do, why will I do, etc. And this is important for you to understand. Now, the perception of stress is dependent upon individuals' cognitive appraisal of events, of the resources available to deal with them. Cognition here is the thought process or the thoughts, something which has to do with the brain and the mind, and the behavior automatically reflects depending on the kind of situation. So the stress process, okay, which is based on the cognitive theory of stress propounded by Lazarus and his colleagues. I had told you even in the previous class when we were discussing that this model was very important because competitively they described about the stress, the theory, the perspective which is based on all of it, and it is very important for us to know the basics about these kind of things, the models especially, okay? Not just this, the psychological meaning of stress, on the other hand, it is about the temperament, okay, and it is a self concept, guys. Everybody has their own way of dealing with stress. You cannot say that, oh, yes, you are stressed, I was also stressed. Maybe you're not stressed, something, which every personality is unique. Every individual has a unique way, unique traits, unique characteristics. Similarly, they have different ways and different characteristics of dealing with such things. Mental health, okay, temperament has a lot to do with the control they have here. The health, of course, some people get easily carried away and get stressed out. Some people know how to channelize balance, and they are, exactly, they know the self concept and relevance, which is equivalent to what we call as the concept of stress and the factors which determine the same. The cultural context in which we live determines the meaning of any event. And not just this, it is expected under various conditions. Now, for example, you can just have a stress because of a financial situation going wrong. Ma'am, please guide me. What all topics would be asked for the entrance exam of BA Honors Psychology? That's a good question. So, have you given your class 12th, Gauri? Have you given already? Okay, any which ways. So basically, they are going to ask you certain things. If you want, you can note it down. Do what all topics should I focus on? Okay, you should basically focus on some important topics, which I'm going to tell you once again. Firstly, when you're giving the entrance examination, it depends on which college are you giving for, and they have different kind of eligibility and different kind of course structure which you need to prepare. But if you see the basics, okay, that what will come in the syllabus and what will they cover, so there will be no negative marking usually. But psychology we consists of different language skills. It will have your general awareness, it will have your reasoning, and it will have your social awareness. So there's a syllabus link which is given. You might just check it from the JMI entrance website. Recently they have launched, and they have even given you a paper pattern. So language skills, general awareness, reasoning, and social awareness is what the syllabus includes. Yeah, Gauri, but then that's what I'm telling you. Did you understand what I'm telling you? What all will they ask you? They'll ask you language skills, general awareness, reasoning, and social awareness, beta. What stream did you have, ma'am, back in 12th? I had humanities, Shrestha. Right from my 11th, I have humanities. Clear? Do we move ahead? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. What course did you do in college? Shrestha, I did my BA English honors. Then I had done my Watching only 2 seconds. Hi, Priyanshu. Type of question can you send on Telegram? No, Telegram I can't send. You can just look at the humanities section. I have taken one specific class on psychology, Gauri. You will be able to get the video there, and you'll be able to get the different kind of questions which can be asked. You can just check it in the humanities section. You will get that better. All right, Shrestha, do we move ahead? Shrestha is like, which course, which subject, which marks, how much, everything she's asking today. All right. Now, when we speak about the characteristics, everybody has a different kind of self concept. Some people are emotionally drained, some people have financial issues, some people do not have financial issue, they might just have social issue. They don't know how to talk with people. They feel it is a very difficult and challenging task, or a social task, or a skill, to cope up with them, to network with people. And all these things are very important when all these factors determine the appraisal of the stressful situation. Okay. Where humanity section, yes. Shrestha is like, yes, ma'am, hey, hey. Very sweet. How cute. Okay. Now, all these things are different things with different people and different personalities. Some people are really very stressed, for example, for exams. Whereas some people are all chilled out about it. They do not take that load. They're like, okay, however I perform, it depends. I'll see later on. Okay. It's very important. And this is the reason we speak about the psychological characteristic. Now, leading to the next one, knowing the signs and symptoms of stress is very, very important. Ma'am, board's exam would be cancelled. Yeah, I'm also trying to see the news, and they have still not declared it. They have not declared it yet. They are going to take a call, Gauri. So first they were saying that mostly by 15th of June they might take it, but they are taking a call. In fact, yeah, we can't say unless they give a major news on the same. Yes. So this is the issue which is going on. They are expected to take a final decision in these next 10 days. India to today also in the morning I was checking, guys. So they are like CBSE 12th board examination to take final decision in the next 10 days, and they will inform the updates. They will be giving the update that first they had confirm that CBSE is going to take the situation, and going to make sure that from the June 1st they are going to decide the final schedule of the class 12 board exams. But recently, even on Twitter and all, education minister, I think Nishank Pokhriyal has somewhere or the other suggested that he would be taking a call on the same. So let's just wait that what exactly are they trying to say. Yeah. Because I think Maharashtra board and something, they have a comparison that this board is going on, the other is not doing it, etc. Yes, ma'am. What is your opinion? First June we'll get to know. Today, a new tweet has been posted by the education minister. See, if you honestly ask me, I know it might be. A little tough for them to conduct the exams in the given situation. Firstly, because it is going to be a major life risk taking. And second thing, if they want to conduct it, then there can be different ways of doing it, either batch wise, roll number wise. In that case, what will happen? The question paper needs to be set, which should be different for all the students, batch wise, and that will help them to write the exam with proper monitoring. But yes, students should submit their COVID reports and all of that, which is going to be economically very draining for the people who cannot invest and who cannot spend this much money. So if you actually see, not everybody will be able to quickly get an test done and get the reports, because reports are not coming on time. So that's a major angle as well. So my personal feeling is also that they would be taking a call, and this time it's going to be a serious call. Ma'am, everyone at my home, including me, were COVID positive. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The situation is so bad right now. But I hope, Gauri, you're doing better now and you're safe and healing, because it is such an unprecedented time. Hi, Muskan. It's such a sad time that we all really cannot do anything except for praying that whatever the decision might be, it should be in the best interest and best of everybody else's ability. Get well soon. Yes, absolutely. Get well soon. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated and rest well, because that's the only thing we can do. Hi, Muskan. Very good afternoon. How are you doing? So, what do you guys want? You guys want the exams to happen, or you guys want it to get cancelled? That is the important question. What is your take on the same? I want to know what you think. Hi, Om. Shrestha is like cancel. Yeah, but even if they cancel Shrestha, then their marking systems should be done in such an appropriate way that it's going to help people. This is what I feel. It should help them. Yes, ma'am. In April, we were tested, so ma'am, they should cancel the exam or assess on internal assessments, because due to COVID, the immune system has get slow. That's true. Completely agreed. I have been so irregular now. My last brain cell is not working now. It should work. What if they actually take the exams, Shrestha? Then you can't tell them no, that sir, please don't take it because my brain cells have stopped working. So make sure you keep studying and be regular now and be sincere. Now it's major concerns, primary health. So my opinion, I want the exam should be cancelled. I think they are going to take a call on it. Let's not jump and let's not pre-assume unless we get anything written in hand. Now I can't focus. I have tested myself positive with anxiety disorders. No, no, no. Don't do like that. Don't be stressed. Methodology. What is it in the context of boards? See, when we speak about the concepts, no, you can't just collaborate it with your day-to-day life and how is it important. My cell will start working then. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is, it is the kind of uh, development people see. Either it is academically helping you on a long term basis, or it is going to anyways required when you give your entrance examinations, that what were your marks. What if internals they don't give like that? Okay, then it is going to play a very important role. So yeah, Shrestha, it completely depends on people, that why and what is it, the reason behind. What is methodology? Methodology is just a conceptual framework, beta, in research, for any sort of research, to collect research, to choice of research. It comprises of a theoretical process, analysis, a method, principle which is associated with the branch of knowledge, and they can be in different disciplines. When it comes about that, it varies from historical development to different disciplines to methodologies, and it situates methodology within an overarching philosophy approach. So it is very important in terms of research. Yeah. All right, Gauri. So I don't know how Gauri has directly jumped from signs and symptoms of stress to what is methodology. All right, let's move to the next one now. When we are speaking about the concept that how stress is different for everybody and how life experiences play an important role. Now, imagine suddenly somebody experience a major negligent thing. It becomes very difficult for people to have and undergo life experiences. Now, life experience also is important because early upbringing, everybody has their own pattern of stress response. So the warning signs may vary, okay, as they may have their intensity. Some of us, that the pattern of stress response can gouge the depth of the problem of the nature. Now this is important because either you can deal with stress or you can ignore it to be fatal. Now most of the people avoid this, they think that stress has become a common word and people should not get themselves checked, people should not seek help. It is not good. You must always seek help whenever you feel there is a sign and symptom of the same. Now, stress can be physical, emotional, behavioral. This is very, very important, and why you need to know the severity of the same. Can somebody tell me what do you understand by the severity? When you speak about that any symptom, if in stress you do, if you don't look at it, if you ignore it, then it is going to be very difficult for you to overcome it or probably deal with it in a better way. मैम वन क्वेश्चन मैम, ऐसा कोई कोर्स है जिसमें बीए साइकोलॉजी ऑनर्स वही कर सकता है साथ में कोई और कोर्स भी? सी अभी मुस्कान बहुत सारे जगहों पे नाउ द न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी इज बीइंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड एंड दे आर ट्राइंग टू मिक्स एंड मैच गो. सो मुस्कान, there are some colleges which are going to implement this very very soon. I'm not sure if they have taken out the prospectus yet because everybody is waiting for the results. Without that, admissions would be also on hold and spite. So nobody is going to do the prospectors work, only the publicity on the courses. So you can just check it out. As much as I know, right now I'm not sure if anybody is offering except for the intermediate course where they are trying to offer you 5-year courses, 3 plus 2. They are the basic integrated course, which are, graduation plus your PG. So just check it out, beta. They would assess on the process of methodology. It is a way on which children should be assessed because a pill was spilled by an advocate, Mamta Sharma, so she mentioned methodology of cancel exam. You asked me what is methodology. So psychologically, I told you what is methodology. Exam wise, if she has told something to assess the students, then that's a different thing. Because in that way, like I told you in the beginning only before I was explaining you methodology, that it is very important, for them to understand that why this kid should be passed, why this kid should be promoted, and who should not be promoted. Because it is not, a question of one or two students. It's a question of millions of students who have given the exam together, and the population is not a small number. So it's a huge number which they are going to plan for. So if they are thinking it's not about one or two, it's about so many, beta. So let's just be positive about the score. The hopes should be always positive. Stress is a silent killer, definitely. Hence, if neglected, can be, or if not resolved, can be very fatal. And there are different types of stress, along with this, when we come to physical, environmental, psychological, social, different ways. When you're in your day-to-day life, when you're traveling a lot, physical pressure, fatigue, it will create a lot of anxiety. You will not be able to be focused in anything you do. So that can be a physical stress. You can have, JMU ने बोला अपने entrance paper pattern is same for all university offering psychology. Yes, almost it's the same. Amity is also the same. Hi Ujjwal. Gauri, Amity is also the same. Symbiosis also was the same. FC College is the same. They plan the same way to just check whether your basic logics and basic reasoning ability is good or not. And then if it is masters, then the syllabus is different. For but graduation, it's always the common one. They don't give you more in-depth thing in it, because then in class 11th and 12th, this is the base which you're studying. No, ultimately what you learn in your graduation will help you to give a master's test, which will also be depending on the kind of psychology you study. Sometimes people take up even internships on clinical psychology or counseling, all these things. So depends on that. So I can download the paper pattern. Yes, you can download the paper pattern and you can start preparing for the same. There are so many books which are available in the market, Gauri. You can just go ahead and check them out better. There are many books available on Amazon also. You can just have a look at it. When I was preparing, I had to study with this only, and I gave the same one for my entrance as well. And it is easy, it's not very tough. Okay, so coming back to the three major types of stress: physical, I told you; environmental. Now imagine you're going somewhere and suddenly it starts raining, or suddenly there's a disaster. Now recently there was a huge cyclone, Tuktai. Now, did you see that how it has damaged so much? Okay, my parents are based in Goa, so because of the cyclone, there was no network coverage for last 2 3 days. So they were actually going in the car and sitting to charge their phones and coming back inside. Okay, क्लास 11th and 12th की बुक पे फोकस करे फॉर बीए ऑनर्स साइकोलॉजी ऑफ कोर्स दैट तो इज द बेस उसके बिना तो यू एनी विच वेज के नॉट सक्सीड नो मैटर इफ इट्स द एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन or if it is the entrance for UPSC or the majors or the prelims or the mains, because that is the base. CBSE ka NCRT is the main base. If you learn it, most of your issues will be sorted. But along with that, please make sure your logical reasoning, your English, and your basic general knowledge is strong. General knowledge will not come from here. You will only get it through when you start reading newspapers, when you start reading the textbooks, when you start reading the digest, which will give you multiple choice questions based on the current awareness, and that's important. Hi Tejaswini, welcome to the class, beta. How you doing? Sure. So now, next is along with environmental, then we move to the psychological aspect. See, the thoughts, which when you're not sure of certain things, that will the exam happen, will it not happen, we have stopped studying, we are forgetting what we have studied, and etc. And all these three things, okay, including physical, environmental, your psychological stresses can be depending on the situation, depending on the person, but all these things, as well as the social stress, when you want to meet people, when you don't want to meet people, it depends how you deal with certain things. And social stress is also there in our day-to-day life. Please remember, every stress is unique, and every stress has strain depending on the person's availability, ability to develop and deal with the strains and the personality. That's very important. Now physical, like I told you, sometimes it can be also about your food habits and your diet. That imagine you're traveling, you're working very strong and tough, but you do not have the right amount of time to take a proper nutrition, proper amount of sleep. So you can be sleep deprived, and in these kind of things it will be very tough for you to deal with the physical environment, because you're not able to rest well. Your body needs rest as well, right? Past entrance sample paper I'm not getting on net, so I asked you to send on personal chat on Telegram. We are not supposed to send on anything on the personal chat, beta. That's the point. Hence, we take up these special classes and the YouTube classes where we can give you ideas, where you can, discuss. So sending anything on a personal level is not permitted. So that's the reason the groups are locked. Past practice papers I practice hoti hai, but I'm not getting the sample questions. Gauri, you're yet to clear the class 12. That's the most important thing. So even if you start studying right now, you will have to buy a book in which the sample paper is given. For example, mass media students, like last to last class, somebody asked me for mass media. I told them a book name. They have bought the book from Amazon and they are practicing the sample paper. So for psychology, please check Amazon and please check the basic Flipkart or internet. You will get through that there is a books with multiple choice question, Gauri, that will be helpful to you for solving it, and it will give you a better idea because you will be able to even read out the answers. So only paper will not help. You need to make sure that you understand the answers also. So along with that, logical reasoning and English is also given. So make sure that you learn from that better. Clear? I hope that this one helps, because then you will be able to learn properly and you will be able to function the things properly. Most welcome, Gauri. Any author, book in specific? No author. These are the basic question and answers. No, these are questionnaires kind of thing. So if you just open, if you try, if you have the Amazon app, if you type psychology entrance books, okay, for graduation, you will get many of them. I think objective popular master guide, okay, one is there in objective. Then there is one for NTA and UGC, that's paper 2. So don't take the paper 2 because yours will be the basic. So the Pearson books are very good. I personally like Pearson books because they have covered most of it. Now, not just that, there is one more of the IGNU, that is BA Psychology, and that's Psychopathology, that book's name. And one is General Psychology by Gully Baba. Okay, so I think all these books are going to be available, Gauri, on Amazon. Just try to check it out. But the Pearson books are always good, and there's one book which IGNU has designed. Hi, Hitesh. So, Gauri, there's one book which IGNU has designed for the entrance examinations. So, check if you can have that, and that's going to be a blessing for you. I'm sure that will help you better. So, do we move ahead, guys? Is this clear, Gauri? Has it helped you? मैम अच्छा पढ़ाते हो आप बहुत. थैंक्स हितेश, थैंक यू सो मच बेटा, गॉड ब्लेस. ठीक है, चलो. सो नाउ when we speak about physical stress, when you're tired, when you have issues, when you're not sleeping, when you are not eating well, your nutrition is not correct in your body, then it will often create a lot of physical stress. Not just this, sometimes it can also be the daily fatigue, that you're traveling, you're not able to give yourself any time, no self care. This leads to environmental stress. Like I told you, abhi beech mein the cyclone which happened, it was a major environmental stress, no, where everybody was helpless about what was happening. A lot of disruption, earthquake. Okay, now it can be one of them. Disaster, floods. All these things are major events which can create a lot of chaos. Now, psychological stress. What is a psychological stress? Internal or external, but this is mostly an internal stress where you feel anxiety, you feel you feel that you really don't know what to be done. Sometimes you're anxious, sometimes you don't know how to deal with a situation, how to complain, how to criticize. You are always in that mood where your hormones are dancing. So psychological stress plays a very important role because you start becoming depressed. Now there can be different reasons. It can be personal reason, it can be your exam, it can be anything, it can be a bad marriage, it can be about not so fair working relationship, and vice versa. That can be psychological. Frustration, on the other hand, results in blocking the needs of a person. When you want to do some certain things but still you are very frustrated, and you are you have that anxiety and anguish that you do not know how to deal with it. It can be hurtful. Sometimes it can be discrimination when the teacher says that one person is good, the other is not. That can also create a lot of conflict in your minds and frustrate you. Now this also leads to the conflict which is mostly on the kind of your needs or motives. Some people are happy and satisfied with what they have. Some people are pressurized because they are not apparently happy with the values inculcated, or sometimes you take up a job where you really don't want to be a part of it, but you're doing it for the sake of the money or the finances. Now, it depends on the conflicts. Conflicts usually is when you're not very willing to, or when you're not accepting the other person, or you're not agreeing with the other concept. So that can create a lot of concept. Now, conflict. Now, internal and external social pressure depends. Internal can be moreover, which is about your goals, achievement, something which you would like to aspire, something which is your, aspiration or the dreams. But goals play a very important role when it comes about the internal pressures. Whereas social pressures are when you need to understand that you have to meet people, you have to have a face off with them, you need to have a kind of, you know, interpersonal difficulties when you're not really able to deal with their personality, kind of sort of personality clash which is given here. So this is a kind of social pressure which we have seen, you know. And of course, like I told you, that we have seen amazing different kind of stressors and social stress, physical stress. These are some things which we discussed thodi der pehle also, that these are certainly some amount of troubles which people have. Sometimes it is about the interaction with other people, sometimes it is about the relationship, the family, okay, death of a loved one. All these things are very important because it troubles you, it bothers you, and it somewhere or the other is, you know um, not something which you are willing to adapt, willing to accept. Now, life changing events. Now, there are certain things which can be a life changing event when you're trying to move from one location to another, when you're trying to migrate, when you're trying to shift, okay, when you're trying to move from one place, when you're trying to have a major breakup. You have a breakup in a relationship which is lasting since a long time, and it's a new thing for you. You're not able to really, cope up with the situation, and that can be more of a life change event. So I think we have finished off the first, part of the most important part of the meeting life challenges in one shot. So yes, thank you so much, guys. I hope that this session has helped you, and like I promised that we would be doing it in one shot, I apparently have kept the promise. And just for your reference, that we have completed the entire chapter. It's very, very simple. So make sure that you go through the nature and types. You try to learn about good stress, bad stress, the nature of stress, why stress can affect your body. There are different stressors. It can be a performance pressure, strain in your body. Where did the stress come from? Who has taken it out? Psychological meaning of stress, symptoms of stress in our day-to-day life. Then you learn about different four types of stressors with examples and the pictures which I just told you, that can also lead to frustration, conflict, anxiety, internal, external, social pressure, social stress, sources of stress. There can be a trauma if it is not treated well. It can be treated well, there will not be any major fatal events if stress is being treated properly. So yes, we have learned all of this. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Are there any questions which you guys have which I can help you with? Anybody who would like to say any questions which you want me to help you, which you want me to repeat it for you guys? Anybody? Anybody who would like me to give you any more questions which you have, guys, which I can help you with? All right, then, guys, thank you so much once again. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, lots and lots of love, and I'm going to see you very, very soon. Once again, Every single detail is given on the comment section down there. Use my referral code Urmi Live and get a straight 10% discount on the Plus platform subscription. And any questions, any doubts, please connect with the Plus team. Please connect with the Unacademy team, and let's crack it, guys. So bye bye, take care, and God bless you.